Hey, what's up my friends? There are two crucial things that I think you need to know about this water pick before you buy it. I'm gonna talk about those two things in just a second, but first, let's just go over some of the features, what it is and what it's like to use it, and some of the accessories that come with it. So this is an all-in-one water pick, meaning the water is attached to the actual unit, so you don't have to have a countertop unit with a hose and then the water pick, which to me is incredibly annoying. Those hoses never work well, and there's never enough hose, and this has been awesome because I love that the water's just right there and it's handheld, and there's plenty of water for me to go through an entire process of water picking. So let's talk about how this thing goes together. So first off, you can leave the water tank on the unit all the time. That's what I do, is I just fill it right here from this fill hole in the back side. It seals up really nice with the nice silicone ring right there. Once I fill it up, I just close it and you can leave it on there. You can also detach it from the unit just by sliding it up off of the thing. So if you needed to clean it or anything like that, then that's really handy. Or if you needed to take this somewhere else to charge it or something, I don't know. I'm trying to think of any reason why you would need to detach it, but I rarely detach it. So pop it back on there. You can see the suction tube right there that goes all the way to the bottom here, and it's a little bit longer than the actual tank so that it makes sure that it can get as much water off of the bottom as possible, which I've really loved. Now, all of your controls are on the front side of this right here. Also, your charging port is on the front side and it is covered. You want to make sure that this rubber door stays in place, because if water gets into this charging port right here, it can ruin the motor of the pick, and you know, that's not going to be great. It comes with a charging cord that's about 2.5 feet, 3 feet long. It's USB-A on one end, so you'll need a charging block or something like that. And then it's this unique double barrel charger on this end, and it just plugs right into this port, obviously keeping the pin into the groove of the plug right there. Unfortunately, I do wish it was USB-C, but I can look beyond that because everything else about this is very useful. So obviously, again, I want to make sure I close up that door well, especially when I'm filling this thing up and all of that sort of stuff. So as far as controls, well, first let's talk about accessories. So the accessories that come with it are several different tips. So you have this tip right here, which is like a rubber kind of tip. This is the pretty standard tip that I use in flossing my teeth with it. And you have the tip release button right here on the top of the unit. So when you push that, you can pull up on the tip and you can replace it. Let me show you some of the other tips that we have. So this little tip right here, this is called the orthodontic tip. And it's designed to shoot water and also brush out braces or retainers or that sort of thing. And it obviously just snaps into place on the unit as well. This one has a little bit more of a flat spray to it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a groove right here that creates a flat spray instead of that perfect jet that comes out of that rubber tip. And there's two of those. Just know that. This was confusing to me at first, but there's two. One has a silver ring on it, one has no ring on it, and that's so you can tell the difference and that two people can use this water pick. All right, so let's jump into controls. So controls, if you want to see the controls, it's a little deceptive, and this is one thing you got to know, and I even still forget. If you push this power button, it's just going to start spraying. So you want to push this bottom button, which is the mode button right here. So it's going to show you your battery indicator. So this is how much battery you have. It's going to let you know when your battery's getting low. You have the 4 modes. So you've got clean, soft, orthodontics, and jet. So you want to just play around with the modes and see how they fit for you. Each mode has also a power level to it. So you'll just see different like pulsating, stuff like that. So it really takes a little bit of using it to get used to it, to see what works for you, to see what's comfortable for your gum level, all of that sort of stuff. So just play around with it. I could go through all of them, but it's not going to necessarily be applicable to you. Now this here is your pressure level right here. So once it's on, or even when it's not on, I can push that and it's gonna up the pressure level, or it'll go all the way back down. So there are 5 pressure levels that you can play with. I usually keep it about here on number 4, just because I can stand a little bit of pressure. It feels like a massage, and I like it. And then when I'm ready, I can push the power button, and it's just gonna start spraying as soon as I push that power button. So be ready, have it in your mouth. I'm gonna demonstrate it here. Oh, got water all over the lens of the camera. That's great. So of course, if I were using it, I just point it towards my mouth here, and you're gonna get a lot of spillover as well, just know that, and splashback. So it's a little, if you haven't used one of these before, it's a little bit messy, but it feels so good and it gets your teeth so clean. So you'll just lean over the sink to let all of that stuff drop out. I'm sure that wasn't pretty, but I just wanted to demonstrate how much water is gonna be flowing if you haven't used a water pick before. All right, my friends, I hope this video has been helpful in deciding whether or not this is the right water pick for you. We have absolutely loved it. I think it's very convenient. Everything all in one. It works really well. I hope you like it as much as we do. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.